West Nile virus. You're outside in the early evening, maybe watering your plants, maybe standing there pretending you enjoy fresh air while actually thinking about going back inside. You feel a mosquito land on your arm. You slap it without even looking. Congratulations, you just performed one of the most common human rituals on Earth, and most of the time, that's the end of the story. But in a small number of unlucky cases, that mosquito was carrying West Nile virus. For the first few days, nothing happens. You feel normal. You go to work. You joke about how mosquitoes love you more than anyone else. Then a mild fever creeps in. Your head starts to ache. Your body feels heavy, like you're wearing clothes soaked in water that never dry. As the virus spreads, fatigue becomes crushing. Not, I didn't sleep well, tired. This is the kind of exhaustion where sitting upright feels like work. Your joints ache. Your appetite disappears. You feel slow, foggy, and irritable for no obvious reason. For most people, that's as bad as it gets. But if the virus crosses into your nervous system, things change fast. The headache sharpens into something deeper and more aggressive, like pressure building inside your skull. Your neck stiffens. Light hurts your eyes. Sounds feel too loud. Your thoughts feel disorganized, like they're no longer lining up properly. When West Nile becomes neuroinvasive, it causes encephalitis or meningitis. Your brain becomes inflamed. You may develop tremors, muscle weakness, or sudden paralysis in parts of your body. Speech becomes difficult. You struggle to recognize familiar faces or follow conversations. The pain here isn't explosive or dramatic. It's a grinding, relentless discomfort paired with a creeping loss of control. Your head throbs constantly. Fever makes your skin feel like it's burning from the inside. If death occurs, it's usually due to swelling of the brain or respiratory failure as the nervous system shuts down. It's the least painful death on this list, but it's still terrifying in a quiet way. You don't feel like you're being attacked. You feel like you're slowly slipping away, while everyone around you keeps saying, "You just need rest." Malaria. You're lying in bed at night trying to sleep when you suddenly feel freezing cold. You pile on blankets. It doesn't help. Your teeth start chattering so hard your jaw hurts. Then, just as suddenly, you're on fire. You throw the blankets off. Sweat pours out of you like your body is trying to drown itself. This is malaria saying hello. Malaria doesn't rush. It takes its time. After the mosquito bite, the parasite quietly travels to your liver and multiplies. You feel fine for days, sometimes weeks. Then, the fevers begin. Cyclical, brutal, and exhausting. Every fever episode feels like your body is being violently rebooted. Chills so intense your muscles cramp and shake. Headaches that pulse behind your eyes. Joint and muscle pain that makes it hurt to move, breathe, or even lie still. Then the fever breaks, leaving you soaked in sweat, weak, dizzy, and nauseous. You think, okay, that was horrible, but it's over. It's not over. It comes back. Again. And again. Each wave leaves you weaker than before. As malaria worsens, red blood cells rupture by the millions. Your blood loses its ability to carry oxygen efficiently. You become anemic. Your heart pounds harder just to keep you conscious. Your skin looks pale and sickly. You feel lightheaded whenever you stand. In severe cases, malaria attacks the brain. Cerebral malaria causes confusion, seizures, and coma. You may stop recognizing people. You may hallucinate or speak incoherently. Your head feels like it's splitting open from the inside as swelling increases. The pain of dying from malaria is cumulative. It's days or weeks of suffering stacked on top of each other. You're exhausted, dehydrated, delirious, and in constant physical misery. It's not a fast or dramatic end. It's your body slowly failing after being wrung out over and over again. Yellow fever. You're traveling, maybe on a trip you've been excited about for months. You wake up one morning feeling off. Not terrible, just wrong. A fever, some chills, a headache. You assume it's jet lag or a mild flu. You tell yourself you'll push through it. Yellow fever lets you believe that lie for a few days. Then it takes the mask off. The fever spikes violently. Your head pounds. Your back and legs ache so badly it feels like your bones are grinding together. Nausea becomes constant. You vomit repeatedly. You can't keep food or water down. Your eyes become painfully sensitive to light. then bloodshot and glossy. Then comes the moment doctors dread, the toxic phase. Your fever drops suddenly, and you think you're improving. You're not. Your liver begins to fail. Your skin and eyes turn yellow as bile builds up in your bloodstream. Your urine darkens. Your abdomen swells with a deep gnawing pain under your ribs. Internal bleeding starts. You vomit blood. Your gums bleed when you breathe or speak. Blood leaks into your stomach and intestines. Your body becomes a battlefield of clotting and hemorrhage at the same time. The pain is intense and visceral. Your abdomen feels like it's being crushed from the inside. Headaches become unbearable. Your muscles ache deeply, and even small movements exhaust you. As organs fail, toxins flood your system, causing confusion, agitation, and eventually coma. Dying from yellow fever is brutal because your body is essentially poisoning itself while bleeding internally. You feel sick, weak, and in pain right up until consciousness fades. Dengue hemorrhagic fever. You're at home minding your own business when a fever hits you like a truck. Not a normal fever, a wrong fever. It spikes fast and high. Your head starts pounding instantly. Then the pain spreads to your eyes, your joints, your muscles. Every movement hurts. Even blinking feels like work. This is dengue, often called break-bone fever, and it earns that name immediately. Your bones don't actually break, but it feels like they're trying to. Your muscles ache as if you've been beaten. Your joints scream with pain. Your lower back throbs relentlessly. Your skin becomes painfully sensitive, like it's sunburned from the inside. Nausea sets in. You vomit. You can't eat. You can't sleep. Rest offers no relief. As dengue progresses into its severe form, things become horrifying. Blood vessels become leaky. Plasma escapes into surrounding tissues. Your blood pressure drops. Your organs don't get enough oxygen. Fluid accumulates in places it shouldn't, making breathing harder. Then the bleeding starts. Tiny blood vessels rupture under your skin, creating dark bruises and red speckles. Your gums bleed. Your nose bleeds. Internal bleeding follows, into your stomach, your intestines, sometimes even your lungs. The pain escalates instead of easing. Abdominal pain becomes sharp and constant. Your liver swells and becomes extremely tender. Headaches turn blinding. Fever rages on. You feel weak, dizzy, and unbearably uncomfortable in your own body. As shock sets in, your hands and feet grow cold. Your pulse weakens. Breathing becomes shallow and labored. You may feel an overwhelming sense of panic mixed with crushing exhaustion as your body runs out of ways to cope. Dying from dengue hemorrhagic fever is widely considered one of the most painful mosquito-borne deaths because it combines intense musculoskeletal pain, organ failure, and internal bleeding, all while you're often conscious for much of it. It's not just that it hurts, it's that everything hurts all at once with no position, movement, or moment of relief.